Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be playing with some new drugstore makeup. I'm so excited. We also have some products. We have the Twilight collection. We have some new essence, a whole lot of stuff. I'm so excited. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. I kind of went back and forth because I was like, do I want to do like a Colourpop and Twilight video? Do I not? I didn't know because it's currently not available. And so I feel so bad. And it's kind of like, oh, like I don't know if people will watch it, number one, but also I just didn't know if people would like, you know, feel like, dang, I didn't get it. Like I missed it. You know what I mean? I also wanted to kind of compare it to the Harry Potter. So I'll do that at the end if we have time. If not, maybe I'll do another video. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so first we have the Essence Lip Care Jelly Sleeping Mask. This is new to Essence. I'm excited to try it. I actually had 3 lip balms as of like 2024, like when I started the year. Okay, 3 potted lip balms like this. I've just decluttered them, like used them up, whatever. So now I only had 3 and I finished up 2. I'm literally almost done with 1 more. So I'm basically done with all of them. And so I need to replenish. So I wanted to try this one just to see if I like it. And then honestly, I'll use this one until it's up, then repurchase. And there was something so satisfying about using it up and then being able to repurchase it. I was like, oh, this is why people like Project Pan. This is why people do that. Anyway, I don't actually know the scent. Jelly? I do not know. Moisturizing lip mask nourishes the lips with vitamin E and hyaluronic acid. Let's just smell it. Ooh. It's purple. I don't know what that scent is. Sorry to disappoint. Huh. It just smells like, honestly, like unscented. Like an unscented lip balm, but it feels really nice. It kind of reminds me of the Fenty lip balm because it's not like super, moisturizing in a way. Like it's moisturizing, but it's thick, I should say. It's a little bit thicker of a formula. Okay, Essence. Feels good, looks good. I don't mind the smell. It's gonna be something like I don't wear. Like it's got like put them on my desk and like just like reapply, or like the Laneige one you could see right there. I'm literally almost scraping the bottom of it, but that one like I wear right before bed, so it doesn't matter like which one this one is. We'll just have to see how it feels toward the end of the video. Okay, the moment I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I got the shade Medium Glow. I wasn't sure if I should get medium or light, but I got medium because what is her name? Oh my gosh, Kelly Strack. She's been talking about this for years, and I'm like, literally so many people have on like YouTubers and stuff will have a cult product for like, you know, even years and years, and then like they stop talking about it or they'll change. This has been her favorite for so long that I'm like, okay, now I need to try it, and it looks so good. I used to be really into like the luminizing, glowier kind of primers, but I slowly faded out of that, but I was like, I still want to try this because honestly, yeah, it's exactly what I thought it would be. Gorgeous. Like the perfect kind of glow where it's not like particle-y. There's not like particles in it. It's just kind of glowy. Oh, looks so good. It definitely does. Like I don't think, okay, sorry. It definitely could not be like a highlighter or anything like that, but you can definitely tell the difference. So you can see I look a little bit like dewy because I'm a little bit warm right now, but like there's a difference, you know, this is glow. That is so stunning. It reminds me of, I thought it would, of the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. I think the Rare Beauty though has a little bit more of like, oh, that was a lot. A little bit more like pearls in it. Like where you would see like the shimmers left over on your hand after you're done. Sometimes. So like that's the difference. I put way too much. Oh gosh. I think the shade medium too. I thought it was going to be a little bit more full, not full coverage, have a little bit more coverage where you could see the shade because the bottle looks like really deep. But you honestly can't even tell what shade. So I'm glad I went with medium because I'm afraid light might have been too light then. That is so stunning. Note, do not put that much, but this is stunning and I'm so excited about it. Okay, next we're gonna go on with a foundation, which I'm sure you guys have been waiting for. This is actually the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. I have the shade F12 because when I used to try the the Revolution, Makeup Revolution foundations, I would usually get 512, 511 around there. So I feel like this one was the best match. The bottle's cute. It's giving Revolution. It looks like Revolution. It feels like Revolution. Like you could name this brand without the name on it, if that makes sense. I feel like Revolution has some banger products. You know, they go back and forth, in my opinion. Like, they'll have amazing products, really sucky products. Like, they have like 8 different brands, and you're like, I don't know what you're doing, but you know, you just gotta take them as they come. This one looks interesting. So saying Luminous Serum Foundation, like, that was ticking all the boxes for me. So what you're gonna see, I did just try like the Kylie foundation. Not that that has anything to do with this one, but I don't want to try too many foundations like per month, but I wanted to give this one a go. That looks way too dark. Oh my gosh, Marissa. Although it really was serumy. You saw the way it like kind of fell down my hand. It's super serumy. Now it's going slow. But obviously the more you put, the serumier it gets. Yeah, definitely a horrible shade. But wow, it feels super lightweight. You can see just how like it looks like skin, like super flawless skin. It obviously doesn't have very much coverage. I mean, it has, I would say, it has like lighter medium coverage, I would say. Because I feel like it still covers up like enough of the color of my my different, you know, colors, my redness, that kind of stuff. But obviously some peeks through. So obviously it's not like full coverage or anything like that, but I think it's a nice, like lighter medium coverage, I would say. Feels very lightweight though. It feels like it would be like the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator, where it has like no coverage, but it definitely has some coverage to it. I don't know what it claims to have though. Okay, yeah, so first of all, it's $14, which I did not know. I expected a little bit less, but $14 is not bad for a foundation. I just feel like Revolution usually has like maybe maybe not all the time. Sometimes I feel like they have slightly cheaper products, but whatever. I think there's 20 shades, and then it says introducing Skin Silk Serum Foundation, soft as silk, light as air, powered by skincare. Makeup Revolution's first ever light to medium coverage skin loving serum foundation is here. Hyaluronic acid, peptide complex to plump and hydrate your complexion. Honestly, I'm loving the finish of this. I think it is stunning. I do think it's so like soft, silky, very lightweight. Very lightweight. You cannot feel it at all. And then yeah, like I said, I would say yeah, light to medium coverage. Probably could build it up if you wanted to, or like sheer it out if you wanted to, but the pumps that I did were definitely more of like medium coverage. So wow, I'm really liking it. Obviously, if you're my shade twin, I'd go down. This will definitely work for me, like even when I get like a little bit of tan, you know, it'll be fine because it's like not that much darker, but like it's fine. But I'm really liking this. Wow. I always go like, you never know. You genuinely never know, truthfully. Trying to find a concealer brush for this next one because we are going to try the NYX Medium Coverage Creamy Concealer. So I got a little sample card here with this purchase recently actually, and so I was like, okay, might as well try it since I have it. I didn't know I was getting it. I think for the most part they're color correctors. I don't know. This is like, it's giving a stick concealer, which I don't know if I would ever buy the full size even if it was like my shade, but honestly these are not my shade. This one might work. This is the shade 06 Natural. Might be very light for me, but we're gonna try to make it work. That's the thing, I'm like, even if a stick is creamy, it's still in stick form, which makes it like difficult to, you know, use. Especially like, are you gonna apply it like from the stick straight under your eye, or like, because I feel like that's gonna tug. Even if it's super creamy, it's still gonna tug more than like drawing on a concealer, because that's a liquid. Like, this is obviously a cream. So it just depends. I just don't know if it's my kind of product in general, but NYX makes very good complexion. I just remember that not all of them, but the complexion that I liked was limited edition. Like, so they stop making it, and I'm like, I do not like you. Why would you do this to me? Definitely a super light shade, but it's kind of okay with my foundation. It honestly is blending really easily, which is very nice because obviously it's claiming to be creamy. We want it to be creamy, and it's giving creamy. I do feel like my under eyes look a little bit heavy. Maybe I just put too much. I also didn't, like, you know how sometimes you're supposed to avoid, I mean, you know how you're supposed to avoid foundation under your eye? I usually don't, and so I feel like this time I kind of just put a lot of product under there because I was trying to blend it out. But I do feel like, I wouldn't even say, like, I would feel like my dry patches right here just look a little bit heavy. They're not even as bad as they've been before, so honestly, can't complain too much, but it's not my favorite. It's not bad though. I mean, I like the way it looks under my eyes, like directly under my eyes, like where my fine lines are. I just don't like how it's like on these patches right here that I have. But like, again, not that serious. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. We'll have to recheck in on that because I like it, don't love it, you know. Set my other under eyes with the NYX HD finishing powder, which I have used under my eyes. It's not my favorite under eye powder of all time. I like it better for my face, but I just wanted to use all drugstore products, and this is my favorite powder from the drugstore. So we're talking a lot about drugstore products. I feel like I'm trying to do a balance of like drugstore high end and then just like normal my makeup routine, so it's like kind of a balance here. Okay, so I'm gonna do a few products and then I'll be back to do some new products with you. Alright, so then we're going to go with some brows. So I picked up a brow gel. So this is the LA Girl Brow Perfect Extreme Hold Brow Gel. So it was new and I needed new brow gels from the drugstore. So it's like, let's just try it. We'll see. I don't have the best luck with, you know, like drugstore brow gels, not going to lie. Like some of them that are like cult favorites, yes, but like not all of them. This one has, oh my gosh, it looks kind of gross, like a bug. It looks kind of weird, but let's just try it. I didn't put anything in my brows yet because you can see they're a little bit like chaos. So I just need to see what we're working with before I fill them. This doesn't feel sticky or like goopy or like hard to like brush your brows through with. So it actually feels really nice. I feel like I just gotta give it a second to like dry down, which is good because then you don't gotta like work too fast with this freaking brow gel. And like what some brow gels are so like so hold that when you push them in, like they kind of stay there. So I'm glad that's not like that. We're gonna go with my CoverGirl Clean Fresh Brow, which you guys know is new to me. My brows just need help right now in general, so leave them be, but like honestly, I really like that. It's not like super crazy hold where I feel like it's so hard. Or like hairspray, it honestly feels really, really nice. So, I really like that brow gel actually. And it's not expensive, you know what I mean? It's not expensive. Okay, just ignore my brows. Next, we're gonna go with some Colourpop, which I'm so excited for. So I do have both of the Twilight highlighters. We have the shade Vampire Skin and Meadow. I honestly genuinely think, I don't know how they got the rights for these or whatever, but I'm like, some of these names are just cringy for no reason. Like, you could have come up with better names for some of these things. I don't know which one though is gonna work for me. Like Vampire Skin, like seriously, you could have said anything. Whatever. I love Colourpop Super Stock highlighters. These feel massive. I don't know, they like feel like really huge. So this is the shade Meadow. I'm just gonna swatch it real quick. Okay. Sorry, that was a lot slipperier than I thought it would be. It's giving like blue. Then we have the shade Vampire Skin. Oh my gosh, these are so much creamier than I keep thinking like they're gonna be. Wow. Which is good, but I'm like, what the heck? They don't, like I was thinking they were kind of like my other super, okay, oh yeah, we're going with that one. Vampire Skin. I thought they were gonna be like my Dobby highlighter, but they're a little bit more, I don't want to say sensitive. They're a little bit more, you could push a little bit harder into them. That is so blinding. I could see why, like, they chose these shades, but, like, also you could have done, you know, one a little bit deeper. Like, it wouldn't have hurt anything to do something a little bit deeper and called it, you know, something, I don't know, else. Yeah. Like, that's my biggest thing with some of these, like, super fun collections. It's like, of course I'm gonna buy it because it's Twilight, but it's like, I just want to make sure, like, I would love for them to be, like, wearable and nostalgic. Like, that's the best of every world. I think they did that really well with the Harry Potter collection. And I don't think they necessarily did a bad job or anything like that with this one. I just think, like, did you really need 2 white highlighters? No. Like, I get it, it's Twilight, but, like, or come out with a 3rd shade, like they did for, Harry Potter. It has 3 shades of, like, highlighters, so that one was able to work for, like, my skin tone and deeper, and then 2 lighter ones. So it's, like, just, I don't know. It's just silly stuff like that to me. That I'm like, that would have upped it a little bit more if it wasn't 2 icy highlighters, you know? Although it's giving Twilight, it is. One could have gave Twilight, the other one could have just been wearable. Let's go with this eyeshadow palette, though. I actually am super excited about this. I did see, you know, people are like, no, it's not, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I do genuinely think this Twilight is definitely giving, I was gonna say Harry Potter. It's definitely giving Twilight. I honestly like this box more than this. I don't know. I wish this was in the inside because I do not want to see Kristen Stewart. I just don't. I literally do not want to see her in my palette. Robert Pattinson, they should have flipped the angle so that it was Robert Pattinson. Like, that would have been better because I do not want to see her. And then she looks crazy. I'm like, this is not her best work here. I'm like, who did they get this? Where did they get this? The rights for this picture from, because it's not cute. Anyway, I do think this palette is giving Twilight. I definitely think I see the Forks kind of vibes. It's giving Forks, the first Twilight for sure. And I do think it has wearable shades. I think it was unique, it was creative. I just don't think we needed all these freaking, like, glittery kind of shades. Like, you didn't have to do that. It could have been a 90% matte palette, you know, and that would have been great. So I don't even know what we're gonna do here, honey. I think we're gonna start with the shade. Oh my gosh, that shade is kind of funny. I really want to start with it. Say it out loud. That one is a funny name. I think too, I was kind of, when I was looking at this collection, and again, kind of mentally comparing it to the Harry Potter collection, I was kind of just thinking, like, they really, and other collections that I've tried, because there's plenty of collections that I've tried a lot of products from, but I'm like, the Alice in Wonderland collection had a mirror. It also had, like, a, wait, was it Alice in Wonderland collection? No, this one is the Snow White collection. Had a freaking handheld mirror, which is great. And then also they had, for the Alice in Wonderland collection, they had the mirror that was like a brush attached. They had like a lip balm that was like fun and unique. And I'm like, come on, like, why can't you come out with more fun and unique stuff? Like, I get it. Of course we need the eyeshadow palette. Like, of course we need the eyeshadow palette. But give me a mirror. Give me a freaking, you know, a lip balm, like something that's unique and fun. And I do, again, Harry Potter does have some lip balms, but like this collection, I feel like a lot of these things are just not gonna get worn day to day. It's just not. And I'm like kind of annoyed about it. Okay, then we're gonna go with the shade Bella down here. Bella. I can't even say it like him. Bella. My sister does it really well. We're just gonna, honestly, we're gonna blend it right on top of that one, just lightly to add some color. You guys can come a little closer if you want. I just think we should have gotten something that was a little bit more fun, a little bit more creative, because, again, it's like annoying. It's like, not annoying, it's like I would have taken over all those freaking eyeliners, I would have taken a handheld mirror, because like you use it all the time. It's not hard. I also think like there are other makeup products that they're just like avoiding. Like, give me a glowy setting spray. Like, that would be so cute, because obviously not a glitter setting spray, but just a normal glowy one, because obviously that's giving, like, you know, skin of a vampire, and then call that one vampire skin, you know what I mean? Like, I just think that they knew what would sell. Like, they knew what would they knew the collection would sell, so they were just kind of like, probably whatever's cheapest, let's just do it and put it out there. And I'm like, I just don't, Again, I'm not being a hater. I really love this. I mean, I really love Twilight, and so I bought the collection, so that's saying something. But I do have to say, like, they could have done better. Okay, I don't even know what I want to do next. I feel like a lot of my looks recently I've been pulling like more grayish, beigey. I think we're gonna go with the shade Irresistible. And just put that on the lid, on the front part of the lid here. This one isn't like a glitter or anything like that, so it's all pressed together. There's no loose particles in it. And it's actually a really pretty shade. Oh, that's so cute. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of Moonlight on top. Moonlit? I don't even know what that means. On top here. Oh yeah, that's cute. It's so funny. You could have done anything. I don't know. There's so much that you could have done, I feel like. I don't know. At least put a freaking mirror in the palette, man. Oh my gosh. Something. I have plenty of mirrors. I don't need no mirrors, but I feel like, again, it just the balance of makeup products and like useful items that, you know, like a lash curler could have been cute, like a sponge. Oh my gosh, so cute. Just with something that, like, you know you can use and get a lot of use out of, that is like fitting for this, you know, would have been nice in addition to all the makeup, you know what I mean? Because they also came with these Soul Body like shimmering dry body oil, which is obviously, like, it makes sense, it makes perfect sense, but it's not something like I would use a lot, which is not like, I'm not saying I need it needs to be about what I need to use. I'm sure people will use these, but I'm like, you've done this before, like you've given these before in collections, so if this one's actually pretty fitting, so I do like that one. I just wish there was more of array. Okay, oh my gosh, now I'm talking crazy. I'm not talking crazy, I'm just talking a lot of negative. Again, don't get me wrong, I love that they did a Twilight collection, so let's start there. I forgot that this was what I was doing today with my lashes, so we're gonna have to see if it works. We're gonna use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara Primer. It's extra length and volume. We're also gonna go with the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effects Mascara, whatever, in black brown. Okay, so let's go with this one. I think I'm gonna do one side with this one and one side without it, just to see kind of like if it actually works. Oh crap, I forgot about those eyeliners, but it's okay. Okay, I feel like it's pretty coated. I feel like I'm definitely not a lash primer kind of girl. I've never have been, but I was thinking, I was like, if there's any brand I would be like, okay, let me try a lash primer for them, it would probably be Essence, because they're amazing with their, you know, mascaras. I'm like, I would trust it to be as least little gimmicky as possible. That looks crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's go in with this. I don't know if I should wait like till this dries a second. Maybe I'll do this eye with brown and just see. Oh my gosh, I love that color, but I forgot when I was doing, you know, a silver eye and brown mascara. Okay, this is like 3 coats over here, and I honestly, oh my gosh, this eye feels really heavy. Oh my gosh, like blink. Whoa, okay, anyway, this is 3 coats. It's not like the most, you know, dramatic over here, but I feel like it's giving exactly what you want from a brown mascara, where it does have, like, you know, the length, the volume, the curl, the whole 9, but it's a little bit softer, and that's why, you know, that's the thing with brown mascara, is that it's softer. It's not as harsh as black, and so I think it's doing exactly what it's supposed to over there, even though it's hard to, like, be, like, you know, amazed or anything, because the combo I did that was on me. This is something that I would definitely wear like day to day by itself kind of vibe. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I was supposed to let this dry down, although it seems to be doing really nicely. Okay, already this is 1 coat and it kind of looks similar to the 3 coat. Those lower lashes, wow, it really, I feel like, first of all, it's hard to tell. It's definitely hard to see on camera, but it's hard to see in person too. Much of a difference over the eye look. Actually, you can see a little bit. This one does look a little bit longer, fuller, thicker, so it does like look like it worked. Over here, I do have to say it looks the slightest bit more clumpier. It's hard, like, I don't know what angle to show you that, like, you guys can see. If I go like that, I don't know if you guys can see. It's like the slightest bit clumpier, obviously because there's so much more product on it, but it doesn't look bad in my opinion. Something I have to try again, for sure. Just keep comparing them. Just keep doing one and one. I do think, yeah, if you put too much, it starts to look like the spider legs, which is a little bit gross because they're so thick. But like if you would have just, if I would have just put like a coat or two, I would have been a little bit better off. But you can see it does look, they look better over here. The result is better, but like close up, it's just so, it's so different. Oh my gosh. Would I say run out and get the Essence Lash Princess Primer? Not necessarily, unless you're someone who uses lash primer a lot. It is an added step that's not always necessary. Right now, I do feel like it does do a little bit something. Definitely something I'd have to continue to try, see if it's a drastic difference. Right now, it doesn't seem like drastic enough to say like, yes, you need to add this step to your collection. I also am trying a brand new mascara with it, so it's kind of hard to see like what is it? You know, what's going on here? You know what I mean? I forgot about these liners, and I was like, I could just pretend like I was gonna do something with them, but I doubt it. So we're just gonna swatch them real quick. We have the shade Coven right here, which this is the same issue that they did with the Twilight collection. The Harry Potter collection. This is the shade Coven, where all, let me just make sure before I speak. Yeah, where all the freaking bottles are the exact same. And then they're different colors. So that's the shade Coven. And then this is the shade, oh, Forever. Which is a green. That's actually super pretty. But like, what am I going to do with that? I thought maybe they said different names on the thing. Like they have the different names on the bottom, but I thought maybe the whole cap had different words on it, but they don't. They're literally the same. Okay. And then lastly, they have the shade Vampire, because why not? I think this is red. Better be red. Yeah, it's red. Like more maroony, which these are not bad colors, but it's like, does anyone actually use these? And they are shimmery, if you can see. So it's like, they're like more metallic, I should say. And so it's like, does anyone actually like wear those? Not really. I don't use the ones from the the Harry Potter collection either. Those just sit in their packaging in like a nostalgic drawer, because I just don't use them. They're not something that I use. They're super cute, super pretty. Definitely like, you know, if you're someone who wears them, you go for it, but like, they are super cute, but not something I wear all the time. That would be something cute to display now, because now I have so many, but I'd CK about that. Alright, then last but not least, let's do some lips. So we have, again, the Twilight Lippies. We have stupid names again. We have Bells, which is a red. Bells. It's not giving. It is super, super sheer, which is actually really, really nice, because then it's definitely way more wearable than you'd think. These are Luxe Lip Oils, which is actually nice. Wow, I didn't notice that before. I'm glad that they're lip oils, because if they were liquid lipsticks, we would have been in trouble here. And then we have Team Edward, which is kind of funny. It's like a shimmery blue, though. This is like not going over well. My hand is like covered. Okay, not gonna happen. You can even barely see it because it's very, very sheer, which is actually really, really nice. Because again, like, it's not gonna be a wearable color if it was super, super pigmented. And then lastly, we have Team Jacob. Oh, just broke the box. Which I do like the packaging on these. I just hate the name Bells. Oh my gosh. Mistakes were made, but also positives were made. I bought the collection, so it's like it's saying a lot, you know? Like, I can only say so much after I bought it, so it's like whatever. But then we have, oh, this is Team Jacob, which looks the exact, very similar to Team Edward. I don't know. Okay, it's definitely black. Let's go with this one. Let's try this one on. Ooh. it definitely fits the theme here. That's kind of cute. Definitely not something I'll wear any other time unless I'm wearing this eyeshadow palette. But that's actually cute. It's not like going evenly though. You just have to really make sure it's even or else it looks silly. But honestly, it's not bad. The whole vibe is super, super cute. All in all, you know, I do like, again, I like the collection. It's not something that, you know, I sit here hating. I'm never going to use these products. I definitely will use the eyeshadow palette quite a bit. I just gotta get, you gotta get nitpicky when it's something so nostalgic. And I feel like, first of all, like I said, the picture is not cute. And then like there's like 3 like different kind of glitters in here, 4. So many that are not necessary, but I do like the eyeshadow palette and it's something I will get use out of. I like this. You know, this is cute. It's very Twilight. It's giving. Again, I do really like the highlighters. I think they're super, super cute. I do have to say, I'm gonna do it because this video is already long, so like who cares? If you hate it, goodbye. The Harry Potter has 2 like very white highlighters besides Dobby. We have Hedwig and Buckbeak, which I felt like were like super similar. This is Hedwig, which is very, yeah, it's literally like the same color as one of these. And then we have Buckbeak, which is like a pale, like brighter shade. Oh my gosh. This is Buckbeak, and then this is Hedwig. You can see they're like all so similar. It's like, are you serious? We'll re-swatch the Twilight ones. The same color, okay. This one is a little bit sheerer, the shade Meadow, so that one might not match as well, but we're gonna, oh, it's a little bit more purpley. Yeah, it's sheerer and more purpley. This one's a little bit more like blue, but they're all super, super similar. I think the most similar are definitely the shade Vampire Skin and then the shade Hedwig. Yeah, Hedwig and Vampire Skin are super, super similar. And I mean, unless you're like a fan of both of them, obviously you don't need both of them. If you're like practicality, you're like, I just want the makeup, you know, not the people on it, like you don't need all of those colors. They're all super, super similar for no reason. I do have to say, obviously the Harry Potter lippies are very different. They're all liquid lipsticks and then one gloss. That's, you know, it's just super different. And then the palettes are pretty different as well. I do think they did the palettes really well. The palettes are definitely the star of both of them. So, ooh, excuse me. If you want to see them next to each other, I can hold them up quick, but I don't, like, there's not much to compare. Except that, obviously Harry Potter has way more shades. Like, way more shades. You can see here. Oh. In all its glory. And then we have Twilight. Like, very different. There's not very much layover. I think definitely where, like, obviously this is more blue, green. That's where, you know, the Harry Potter palette doesn't have very much of blues, greens, grungier colors. So it's a very good, I mean, I think they're both really good companion palettes. I do wish they were the same size because, like, why would they not be? But they really, you know, went a little bit cheaper on this Twilight collection, I feel like, in my humble opinion. Anyway, so, all in all, again, I like everything. This, I don't know, I'll probably try to use it in the summer, but, like, that's about it. All the other products that I use, I'm very excited to continue to use because they all look and felt so good. I love the way this foundation looks. Even the concealer looks stunning. Everything looks so good. Like, my skin looks, like, flawless right now. The primer, like, my skin looks flawless. I even like my brows. They're not like the best right now, but you know, we're doing it. But look at my skin. It's just so juicy. I definitely think you guys should try the Revolution Silk Skin Foundation. Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. It's doing big things for me. So I will get back to you on updates probably eventually. I'll probably use them more and more in my collection. You guys know the drill. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. Are you going to try any now? And yes, I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.